One day I open up my eyes and I hope that I can finally see the sky. And even though my day is begun, I can always say this with the voice of all the hope I have left in me. I just want you to see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start of. I see you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see that. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. I walked past you the other day, and all I saw was hearts all day. That I could dream for a moment, it could be true. But now all I feel is blue.
I think I'm ready to finally give in, to see the start of where we begin. I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see that. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. So it's time to finally walk past smile and give it my best. So I'll trust that little soul in me, and maybe now I'll finally be free. I can't ask to open up again. I'll break my heart and then it'll start all over again. What do I do, my friend? I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see that. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. Oh, hey, oh, hey. Oh, yeah, oh, oh, hey, oh, hey. 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 Oh,
Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Good morning, my beautiful stars. Happy Tuesday to you. It's primary day here in the United States of America, so get out there and vote. I don't want to tell you who to vote for. You vote your conscience. Pick the party candidate you want to see in charge. Here in Minnesota, this is a very important election for us in our Congress and stuff. We might be re-electing and stuff like that. Hey, Prophet, intro music is sick. Thank you very much. I worked kind of hard on that bad bitch, you know what I'm saying? And hello, Master Trooper, and welcome back. How are we doing today? And guys, I just, updating you to, did you miss anything? Ethereal fire readings, more best, more powerful, best, more psychic connection you've gotten here. I am the Destiny Weaver. I will put you on the right path. I will help you get to your best day ever, guys. That's what I'm here to do. Just show you that today can be your best day ever. I'm a guide and one of those beautiful people in this world who try to help people with their spirituality and their gifts. So that's why I come here every day, guys. So I see we've got a pretty big queue already starting, so I think I'm going to get started with, but things have been going really well. I've been doing a lot of song creation lately through the Sono app. I'm writing my own lyrics, and I'm sometimes singing into the microphone for a certain tune I want. And then, one of those things that I'm doing here is I'm creating the song styles and choices. And my Twitch anniversary will be coming up this Saturday. We're going to have a celebration. I'm going to be going for 6 hours that day, guys. So if you guys want to come help me celebrate my affiliate anniversary, my official 2-year affiliate anniversary, guys. That's when we'll be celebrating on the 17th. I'm going to have a special guest, Lyra.tv. She's going to come on. She's a baby streamer. She's a beginning reader, and I just found her so inviting and welcoming. I wanted to welcome her on to the Unknown Prophet tarot readings to co-stream with me a little bit. So we're going to do a little bit of co-stream and maybe a couple of readings together for you guys. We'll probably do a community reading for everyone with both of us, and that's what we're kind of have planned. It's going to be just a celebration. I'm going to be talking a lot about my journey and how I got here, and then maybe I'll be taking some readings here and there, okay? So maybe the first half an hour is going to be a big talky. So if you want to avoid that talky stuff, come like a little bit later and you'll get into the reading queue. But I wouldn't hold back on getting in there early. I think I'm going to have a big day that day. So, and I got my water. I got my hat. Welcome, Mercy. Welcome all of my beautiful Master, Indigo, and Mercy to the chat. Let's get started it off right by doing my cleansing shuffle and saying, Master Trooper, welcome to the reading room. Welcome to the reading room. Master Trooper to the reading room. And Indigo, you're next. And Mercy, you're the third person on the list. Welcome in. It's time to throw me your numbers and or a question. If you remember how that all works, 1 through 10, shuffle them out, 1 through 52. And if you get a God card, I don't know if I did that before or not because I haven't seen it in a while, but we have now called God cards that are an extreme powerful message from your higher power to you. First time chatters get a warning. People who are returning don't get a warning. They automatically get to see your God cards now. So it's a part of your reading now. So, yep. You carry my card around. That's an honor. Mercy, I feel like that's an honor for me. Thank you. Thank you for doing that for me. I know that brings you some inspiration. I know that brings you some hope. And, I gave a couple of my cards out to some people out there in the universe, and I hope that they appreciated them. So, and here we go with what we need to know for Master here. And your question is, what can I do to advance your education? All right, let me find the right spot for you, because I got to cleanse these cards off from any other readings that might have been on it and find the right spot for you. Okay. Here are your 7 official shuffles, Master. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God card. And 7. Oh, yeah. Well, see, there you go. Then you know how it works here then. All right, and then, like I said, the 25th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 25th card. A couple of my cards got turned upside down. Hoo-hoo. I had to return them upside down as I was doing that. But we got the 25th card on top for you. And here we go. And I can feel that you are kind of wanting that advancement, and you really want to know, how do I get there? What do I need to show them in order to get that education that you need to do? What can you do to advance that education? Because ultimately, what is education? Education is knowledge, and knowledge is power here, people. What you have to understand here, Master, is you've been doing the right things, but now we have to start to understand we have to plant the right kind of seeds. So think about the things that are going to grow you the most in advancing your education. First, let's make sure we have the funds available. That can be your physical seed you have in the ground, that you have some way to pay for whatever classes you need to pay for, whether it's through scholarship, your own money, or whatever the case may be. Let's make sure that we have a financial back into us. So if they are paid for classes, we have them. And if they're not paid for classes, then we're going to commit to going to them. That's that physical aspect that we're going to do. Then the mental part is going to be the hardest part, because that's when you have to sit there and listen. You have to open up those ears and open up that mind a little bit to allow extra information come in. Taking an extra class or trying an extra curriculum or trying to do something outside of school sometimes might be the very thing you need to put those mental seeds back down into the ground. But think about what would make you the happiest. What do you want to see your education be? And what are the steps to get there? That's called planning it out. And that's what the mental part is about. So we got to plan it out too. And then the last part is that spiritual component. And when we say spiritual, we always think God. Well, not always. God is a big part of spirituality, yes. He's the main source of spirituality, yes. But you know what? He's a mirror more than anything to us. He shows us who we are as people, and we see that reflecting back into ourselves. But there's that spiritual part of yourself that needs to be planted back in the ground, and that's the belief in yourself that you can reach that advanced place in education that you really, really wanted to see, you know? So now that we are understanding that the ground is ready for us to plant in, we have to take care of those things so that we always have those in our wheelhouse, and we juggle only those three things at once. We're not trying to overwhelm ourselves with stuff. If money isn't a problem, then work on the mental and the spiritual of it all. If X, Y, Z, all three in there. Whichever one needs to be taken care of at the time is the one you're taking. You are creating the very piece that you need in your life right now. That advancement. Think about the type of classes you should take that would help you understand what you want to understand. What is it that challenges you? What is something that's maybe unconventional that gets you to question and think of things? Maybe it's something different on the same subject, but not quite exactly the same subject, to get your mind to that extra level. And that's what you have to ask yourself there, Master, is how and what do I have to do to get there? But mostly that you have to create that piece, so that you have to sit down and go X, Y, Z of what I want my education to achieve. What is the reason I want this education? All of those things. That's creating that piece. You're not missing anything. You just haven't made it yet. And what you're doing right now is starting to do that creation process. So don't give up. Don't give in. You're going to be fine. Just keep going, because as you start to keep filling in your life, so does the peace. The future is telling you that this is to build resilience. We all understand that it takes a lot of effort to get up every morning, go to class, come home, do the regular housework, or do whatever else we have to do with our lives. Even as someone who's just starting out in life understands that. Going to college, going to classes, making sure you make all of the important things happen, partying like a madman sometimes if you do that. But this growth that's happening within you, this life that's always sustaining you, keeping you that alive, that I'm going to fight, I'm not going to give up, I know what I want to get, I know how I want to get it. I built that resistance up. Those things may have come and hurt me before. They no longer hurt me. I've taken off all of that junk that used to damage my shield, and I polished it really good and tempered the hell out of it so that it would be even stronger now. And as I'm feeling in your education, that it's all about that reflective part. And Mercy is someone there as well that can help you as well. But what I want you to understand, Master, is that right now you are trying to show yourself who you want to be. What is that reflecting back to you? Whatever you see, like when I wanted to become a teacher, I became a teacher, but not in the traditional way. I didn't become a schoolroom teacher. I became a teacher of life, a teacher of the craft, a teacher in a lot of different ways. I wanted to be someone who created a lot of beautiful things. Became an artist. I created a lot of beautiful things. I did a lot of things. I wanted to be a writer, so I wrote a couple of books. I wanted to be a song composer, so I wrote a couple of songs. You know, I did this because my intuition and my invigoration for my gifts, I let them out and play. And so think about the things that help you want to play and want to be excited about that, and what will show you the real reflection of what will be the end result of you after that. And then we've got your God card. Ready for that? Because I already know what it says. Stop being so hard on yourself, Master Trooper. You don't have to carry this guilt around any longer of what you haven't done with your education up to this point. You can change it. You have the right and responsibility to change it, to make this be your best day ever, to let go of the guilt of it all and let go of that guilt of what you think you're going to lose in the future because you're afraid that once you gain this education that it will be useless to you, it won't do you any good. Well, those thoughts aren't going to help you any. Those aren't going to be the things that are going to keep you moving forward. So we have to take away that future guilt that we think we're going to end up being right back in the same spot again. And that's what it is. You're being really hard on yourself. And that's what they came to say. Hey, let go of that. That doesn't matter anymore. We want to see what you're going to do now. You have the history lesson. Now, do you apply the lesson to your life, or do you have to go back and relearn again? Just like in classes, do you want to learn the lesson once and understand what they're trying to show you, or do you want them to just give you the answers and then you don't understand? That's the difference between learning and getting and knowledge and wisdom. You know, you can have a lot of knowledge but have no wisdom. You can have a lot of wisdom but no knowledge. I kind of teeter the line there a tiny bit on both sides, but you know, that's me. You know, everyone has their own gifts and abilities just like you do, and you have to start saying to yourself, I've got to start to use them or I'm gonna lose them. Walk the walk, talk the talk, and do the do, my friend. It's time that you step up and say, this is what I want it to be, and this is how I want it to be, and this is what I want the result to be, and what does it take for me to get to that end result, and challenge yourself and encourage yourself to keep going on more and more. And if you ever need more encouragement, you know where to find me. But as far as I can see from what I'm hearing from my guys and stuff like that, is that the one thing that I'm seeing for you, that things that you should think about doing is that you have this way of putting words down onto a page or conveying those words out to people. You're a very good public speaker. You're a very good person who gets out there and energetic, kind of like that. I want to be a part of this, but I want to be the front man for something. You know, I want to be the thing that pumps people up and does that kind of stuff. I kind of feel like it might be production slash movie actor slash something like that. I don't know if that's something you've been thinking about lately, or something along the lines of the detailed what goes into that, like playwright and stuff like that. Does that make sense to you? Because that's what I'm getting here. And if something doesn't match, guys, and it's not on point, not necessarily that might not be something you've considered before. Yeah, you want to be a representative of my whole batch. Exactly. So, what is it going to take to get you to that point? What do you need to do in order? You're going to need public speaking classes. You're going to need speech therapy classes. You're going to need to understand communication. You're going to need to understand active listening, active hearing, active thinking. You're going to have to learn all about feeling the crowd's vibe and being able to respond back to it, which you have in spades. Your empathy, your compassion, the things that you've already been through, that's what's going to help you be able to represent those people, to be able to be that voice for the batch of people you want to be that representation for. Just like here in America right now, a couple of our politicians, some people aren't stepping up to plate and really representing what America is supposed to include. Now, some of them do some mistakes and some of them do other mistakes. You know, everyone has their goods and bads in this world, but you know when you should believe in one over the other. That's what you have to do. Is now I have to be the one who conveys this message to everybody in a positive, reinforming, hopeful way, not a doom and gloom kind of a way. And I'm not trying to point out any candidate right now. I have my personal opinions. I know who I'm voting for, but I don't like to tell you who to vote for. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who you are. Just like when you go out there and be that front man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like music production, that kind of stuff. Production would be a good thing for you to go into. Stage setup and stage screening, learning all about the back end of behind the camera, so that you can write that correct scene and be able to get that pumped up thing going. I mean, I could see you being a talk show host someday. That's what I could see you. I could see you having your own YouTube, a very successful way of going about reporting what's important to you, your issues, your key life, the things that are most important to you. I don't know if that ever felt like something you'd want to do, but it's something that I'm feeling. So maybe it's something you needed to hear, maybe not, but that's what I got for you today, Master. That's all I got for you. So hopefully my advice or my tips may help you, but I really want you to ask yourself, what makes me the most happy? And if that's what makes you the most happy, then go find a way to go do it. Go talk to someone who's already doing it and saying, what did you need to do to get here? If you can, because that's the best experience you will ever get, is someone who's already been through it, So thank you for being here today. Right. Right. And now you have to reignite that flame. And that's up to you, Master. Is now you have to just take that and now turn it into how do I get there? So I know you're going to be able to do it. Even a teacher-like aspect, You're welcome. I'm glad that I could help you today and didn't have to give you bad news. I have to do that sometimes, right, Mercy? And Master Trooper, thank you for being here today, and I wish you to come back soon as you want. Indigo, to the reading room. Indigo, to the reading room. All right, I'll hydrate for you there. Here's some water. There you go. I know I already have your permission to kick your ass. I've already got that. My gloves are on for you. What am I meant to hear at this moment? Great way. Oh, a stretch? Okay, there you go. There's your stretch. All right, give me a second to cleanse these cards off of the last reading. What are you meant to hear at this moment? A message from your guides, gods, and all that is in there. What do you really need to hear today, right? That's what we're hoping to get. I always promise to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And I will definitely tell you what you need to hear at this moment. So let's go. Here are your 2 official shuffles, Indigo. 1, God cards. Gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 God cards for you, Indigo. And that was only the first shuffle. And now the second. 2. And now the 12th carding is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the 12th card is, 6 cards. So you wanted the advice. You got it. Here it comes. I'd buckle up, Buttercup. I think this one might kick your ass a tiny bit. Definitely, they will. So here we go with what the general thing you need to hear for at this moment. And I think this is a great message for you. Because I kind of felt like you've been longing for that answer for a long time. Like a lot of us in life, we're searching for something. Something that fills that purpose in us, maybe gives us direction, something we like to do in life, something way to contribute to the world, some way to give back or get those things that we never got before. And by our own admission, we have to understand that we are on a journey here. This journey that you've been on up to this point was the point of it all, Indigo. That journey that had to happen before today, that's one of the things that was a gift to you, whether you realize it or not. Because now you get the opportunity to learn, overcome, achieve, be better than, or be more yourself. Because now You aren't looking for something at the end of the rainbow anymore. You're just enjoying the journey. And that's the big important step in a lot of people's lives. You're finally just enjoying the journey. You know there might be a prize at the end of the rainbow, but when we open the treasure box, we never know what we're going to find inside. One person's idea of treasure could be another person's idea of, you know what I'm saying? So, what the universe wants you to know right now is now that you're on the right path, you have to start to see your world in a brand new way. You have to be like the sun in the sky that shines down onto that world that you want to bring that positive life back into. What is it that's going to drive that happy back? What is going to give you that joy back? What is going to give you that smile back? What is going to give you that warm, inviting feeling inside again? What does it take to give this to other people? We must first give it to ourselves. I know you've done a lot of this work, but I know you're still kind of struggling with one or two things there, okay? And if the more you believe in the positive, the more you believe in that, the more you give credence to that power, the more you shine that light on that world, the more that world grows. And that's what you need. You need all 5 elements in order to grow, people. You need earth, air, fire, water, and you need a spirit. It takes 5 things to make this universe work, and you have to just shine a little light on your little world and make it that much more brighter. Instead of searching for the sugar cookie of your life and getting the quick fix of life, maybe it's time to actually ask yourself, what change do I need to pick up to fill the hole so that I no longer need to worry about finding purpose? I don't need no worry about all of that stuff. I filled that part of me. Now I can truly move forward. Right? And the change card is all about experiencing life, because you have to go experience life in order to find the right kind of change. So now is the time to go experience life. Full tilt kitty, raise your freak flag, fly, be the most authentic you, be the most real you, live your truth, live your path. And as long as you're not doing anything to hurt anybody else in the process, go for it, go for it, go for it. But heal those wounds. Take that giant piece of meat you need to have in your diet now. We can't have sugar cookies forever. We need to have a nice, decent meal. A couple ribs, maybe some vegetables, a potato or two. Hey, we've got a full meal there. That's all that they're asking you to do, is just stop and look at your life right now and ask yourself, is the most beautiful thing that's happening to me right now right in front of my face? Could this be good to be true? Not too good to be true? You know, people often say it's too good to be true. Well, sometimes it is good to be true. And all you got to do is open up your eyes long enough to see that. And as long as you can do the one thing you need to do with your life now, which is cherish every last moment that you have here on earth. It is time to love yourself as much as you love the world, to cherish yourself as much as you cherish the world. You have to be like me and my wife. We had to learn how to communicate. And in the very beginning, we had to learn a couple of relationship rules, and we had to set down some boundaries. We had to set down some things we were willing to share at first, weren't willing to share at first. And then we said, no, let's just share it all. So we decided to do that. So maybe it's time for you to consider that this is something that you're designed to share with others. And the reason you had to go through all of this so that you could do that in the future. And that's what you should cherish. That's the gift. And from what I'm hearing from my guys, that you're trying very hard to do this right now. There's just like that last little thorn that you're trying to get rid of that's kind of digging in rather than coming out, kind of a deal. God card time, Indigo. Woofty. 6 cards. And this is a direct message from your higher power to you. Yes, I have eaten. I had 2 breakfast sandwiches, some oatmeal, and an orange this morning. Yes, I have eaten. So, one of the things that your God cards are telling me here. Okay, Indigo? We just got my mom's meals today. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had anything to eat today. I would have had to wait till tomorrow. We were out of food yesterday. We didn't have any food the whole week for at least 4 days. We had like rice, a couple box dinners, and maybe some peppers in the cupboard and stuff like that. So it was hard for a couple days. And we had a couple boxes of ramen. So it's not like we were gonna starve or anything, but just wasn't always the you can only eat ramen so long, but it's in a pinch, it's what saves our ass, because it's a full decent meal for us. Anyway, moving on to what you need to know, Indigo. Let's get back to the matter at hand. It is time for you to take this brilliant, beautiful soul of yours that you see yourself being. We want to see you become this person. So temper your soul and make the tools that you need to make this soul happen. Do you need a shield to protect you, a sword to defend you, a cup to fill you, or empty those crap that you've been putting into yourself? Or do you need the fan to cut off the spider web so you can control the fire that's right in front of you? You control the ebbs and flows of life. Now, those are only tools that I use in this card for examples. You know the tools that you need to develop, and those tools can include that positive outlook and remembering just how beautiful you really are. Second of all, and here I go, once again, Indigo, you are perfectly fine just the way you are. You are reaching a stage of maturity in your life, finally, where you are actually making some good, positive choices for once. So be proud of yourself that you're doing that you're moving forward, that you keep moving forward and keep making sure that those things are going good for you. What you need to understand is that with my wife's card popping up right above there, is sometimes you can be a little bit stubborn and pig-headed. You let other people tell you how to believe or what to think or whatever like that. Sometimes that gets in your head tiny. Then you got your own voices, and then you got the voices of the world at large. Sometimes you just got to tell them to all shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And stop letting those be the problems that you swim around, and find one or two of those things that you can swim through so you can gain the speed you need to come up for that breath of new life and joyful crying air. Thank you for giving me this joyful moment to decide today is going to be my best day ever. Whale song, whale song, whale song. And then you dive down into the ocean and you're ready to tackle the forces ahead. Now, what they need from you is simply this. It's time to understand that you are growing and beginning your journey. You just came out of the darkness. That's what every seed starts as. We all start in the darkness and then return back to the light. Why do we do that? Because the darkness is as much needed as light for life to happen. And people don't always understand that, but you do. You know what it takes to be that new growing person. Embrace that new person you are becoming and celebrate it, celebrate it, celebrate it, celebrate it, celebrate it, and celebrate it some more. And just when you think you celebrated enough, I want you to throw yourself a big ass party. And this means something to you, whether it's general advice you needed to hear, but it's something from your God trying to tell you something today. I hope that message received you well. I leave it in your hands and your God's hands. See how that works here? And it's not so much about what everybody else thinks, and it doesn't matter what they say sometimes. Sometimes I even get an ego kind of a boost once in a while, but I have to remind myself to take myself down. Remember, I don't know everything. I have to remind myself I'm always in learning mode. I'm never finished. I'm always trying to make myself that much better every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I feel that you need to do as well. You know? And I think they see it. I really do think they see it. So that's what you needed to hear today. There you go. Cheers. Mercy. Bum, 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 bum. Mercy to the reading room. Mercy to the reading room. I have full permission to kick your ass. Like I haven't had that before. Merciless Mercy. General reading. Cleansing shuffle. Getting started. They want me to do this for you. Alright, I like this. Ha ha ha. Chaos comes back into form once again. The chaos was once there, now it is gone, and it comes back into form once again. Alright? And then we finish it off with this until I find the right spot. Okay. There we go. Alright, Mercy, here we go. Here are your 6 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3. God card. 4. 5. God card. And 6. God card. You have a 5 God card message today, Mercy. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 5. I feel like an evil genius every time I read for you. It's like full permission to kick someone's ass. I love it. You know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You might not be laughing in a second there, Mercy. Please, teacher, tell me how to be a better student. Please, teacher, tell me what I need to know. Please, teacher, tell me what I can do better. Okay, you said so. God, this card is going to pop up a lot today, but for you, Mercy, for the love of God, lady, you're doing just fine. I know momming is hard. I know having a job is hard. I know trying to make time for your friends and family is hard. But you have to stop feeling guilty for what you can't be there for. You just have to be there in the moment. And that's what I'm feeling from you, is this expectational pressure you keep putting on yourself. It's like you expect yourself to be super mom. You expect yourself to be super parent of the year. You expect yourself to be super this and super that. When Clark Kent has to take his normal job at the paper every once in a while to make sure he knows just how grounded he really is. He doesn't do that because he's afraid of humanity. That's how he loves humanity. He picks the geekiest, most scientific way of presenting us to the world, thinking, not being a representation of how he views us, but how he views himself, right? But we can't live in that. I want to be 100% best reader in the entire world. I really, really do. But I can't expect myself to be 100% every day of every night of every hour. I have to leave that room for growth. So take it down about 20% there, young lady, and leave some room for extra things to come in to fill that spot that doesn't make any sense. And let go of that future guilt. You keep saying, well, if I'm not super mom, I'm a failure as a mom. I didn't do a good job at work today. I'm a failure as a person. Are not doing that to yourself anymore, Mercy. It's time to bring all the good ingredients together so that you can reach that 80% that you need to be at. And you're like at, I'd say 70%, 75% there. But the rest of it has to come together, and you have to build this thing for yourself, just like you know a well-crafted beer is. It's got to take the sugary sweet stuff, the catalyst, the hops and barley, the spring water, and the spices that you add. You know, in order for all those things to finally break down enough where they can become more manageable, then we strain out the junk and we are able to have all that extra energy we need. So I want you to ask yourself, what is the junk of your life that you could straighten out right now that would make your path be a lot easier? Because I think that's kind of where you're stuck at right now, is you need to strain the ingredients so you get the purity of that pure positive soul you've been waiting to have and awaken within you. Because I know you want that more than anything, is to see it come in real time, see that what you're doing makes a difference. I want you to think about all the times we've ever talked and every time we've ever gotten together, how much you have improved in just the time we've known each other. And this has been from a woman who was crying about baby daddy, was wondering what they should do with her life, which was wondering where love was going to be next, where she was in a toxic place where she didn't want to be, yada, 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 whatever it was. And now she finally got free of the mess, and she's taking charge and saying, this is my life. Stomp your feet to the ground and say, you know what? It scares me, but I'm going to keep moving forward. Just like that thin ice I tell you about all the time. And you have to understand that you are on a lake that's 1 inch thick. And the ice is 1 inch thick on top of it. And underneath that is 1 inch of water. And then you break down every step and you fall into that puddle. And you kind of get stuck for a second. And then you go, oh, I got to get my foot out of the dirt here and wipe it off on the grass and keep moving. Yeah. And exactly that. You know, it doesn't have to always be a planned out thing. What have you been doing that's been working for you so far? It's you living in the moment. You living in that part where you're half dream, half reality. You make the two sides meet and you manifest this stuff that's happening in your life. You are the one who did this. I only guided you. You're the one who actually took the positive steps forward to make your life be better, Mercy. And you know that better than anybody out there. That your business is closer to booming more now than ever. Because that digital art and that digital stuff that you can do very, very well is going to be much needed and wanted by people very soon. And I know you've been thinking about where am I going to get all my clients. You're looking at all of your clients right on here on Twitch. All of them can be yours. And they'll come to you. You won't have to go to them because they like how you design your stuff and everything you do. You know? And you already have people who can help you with that thinking and stuff like that. Exactly. You've already got you're already manifesting that future we were talking about in the very beginning. Remember when I said to you that in about 6 to 7 months when we originally started talking that your life would be way much more happier in 6 months and that you would be living a better, more positive life? Look at you now. Because you took the steps to get there. And that's what they want me to point out, that you just had to wander and lay in the lazy river and let them guide you to exactly the right spot to get off. And now I have that to design those cards. Now I designed it for myself. Someone else sees your card and goes, oh, can you do it for me? Yeah, of course. That's the way it's going to happen, Mercy. So lay in that lazy river and soak up all the good you can. And when it's time to get walking again, you'll get walking. Okay, here comes a butt kick. I can feel it. Oh, dear God, yes. You know, I know you know this, but I want to remind you again. It's time to bring all of that good back into you again, just like you did before. Reminding yourself that you are the one who ignites that spark on top of that flame. That catalyst that was being provided for you got you to this point. Now you put the candle on the flame and now it's starting to spread throughout your life. And you see how that is starting to increase more and more every day. And it's just getting more and more and more and more relevant. And also I'm feeling like more positive tones to it and more actual feeling like you found your purpose and found what you're supposed to be doing for you. And I know that was an important goal of yours. You have used the ancient knowledge that you've gained because of everything that you've done, because of the way you grew up, because of everything you've gone through. You put your artistry into your work. And you don't take the problems of the past. You try to find that positive way forward. That's what listening to that ancient knowledge means. Apparently, I've lived 9 human lives. I'm on my last human life, and after this, I get to go live maybe 10 spiritual lives before I get to rejoin the energy again. I don't know after this point because that hasn't been decided yet. But I know that everything I'm learning in this life will be something that I will be able to help someone just like you figure out when I am that spiritual guide for somebody else. It's time, Mercy. It's time to glow like that brilliant, beautiful soul you know you are. See how bright you've become. See how much you glow. See how much you shine. See how much you are loved. Did I tell you you had the power, you were loved, and that you could carve your own damn destiny? Didn't I tell you? Look at you now. Look at you now. Because you know what? You did. You did it. You took the leap of faith. You baby birded yourself and you trusted yourself. You trusted your intuition. You trusted the things you were doing. You finally listened to your heart, to your soul. And it's feeling so good because, God, if I have to live like this happy the rest of my life, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Because now that forge is red hot for you to manifest that dream job of yours that you've always wanted, where you get the clients you want, you get the business you want, your bills will be paid, you'll be doing the thing you love, you'll be happy, you'll meet a new guy. Oh, did I mention that? Oh, maybe I shouldn't say anything quite yet. But it's coming for you, Mercy. And if you want it, it's there. Yeah, you like being single right now. I'll pass on the guy. I know that's how you feel right now. When you meet this guy, you're going to change your tune real quick. He's kind of like me. You'll like him a lot. Not as fluffy as me, but well, then there you go. You can tell, like you said, you have a choice. You can tell the universe, I don't need that man. It might be a business partner. It might not be a love interest, Mercy. It might just be a business partner. I never said it was going to be romantic love. I just said there was going to be someone coming in your life that would improve your life better. So someone like that, I'm seeing something like that. I'm not really seeing romantic tones. I'm seeing someone beyond me who's in your everyday life who's going to come and help you with your business and things like that. And he'll be a lot like me, very upfront, very logical, and he'll have one of those kinds of ways being able to put everything together, very intuitional, very creative, and he'll give you the ideas for some designs, and you'll implement those designs, and you work together as that team, and it may or may not turn into something in the future. That's a maybe, tiny sliver. Make sure you got my Cash App. Yes, I got your tip yesterday. Yes, I did. I went and double checked to make sure I got it. Because I forgot my Cash App code had changed. No, today? Oh, no, I didn't check today. I have to go look. Give me a second. I'm going to go look. And I'll be right with you, G-Dragon. Yep, I got the second one. Thank you, Mercy. I really appreciate that. Oh, I can't wait. I've been waiting for that. I really have. So, you know what I want. I told you about it. If you need to reach out to me on Discord and just get my ideas again so you know what I want a little bit. That ethereal flame, the unknown prophet guy you've already made, and kind of like the shushing finger a little bit there with my kind of my finger making up my initials UNKP, and then and I just want it to be a little bit more alive and like, ethereal kind of looking, Yeah, I know you'll do a great job with it, so. But I know when that comes, I'll be appreciative of it. And hopefully I'll have some money to maybe pay you back for that. Yeah, I will. I will do that, Mercy. I will DM you probably after stream, okay? And tell you all of that stuff. And if I don't do it today, please remind me. Don't forget to send me your ideas. Hey, Coffee Drop, welcome in. How you doing? How you doing today, Coffee Drop? Nice to see you here. All right, G-Dragon. Oops, excuse me. Hi, your turn. What's your numbers, Ender Christian? Oh, that's great. Great to hear. Okay. You got it generating for you. I know, wasn't it? It was kind of like, oh, I don't want to let him go. Mommy moment. My girls are growing up so fast. All right, let me find the right spot for you, G-Dragon. General speaking for you. Concentrate on your reading here and what you need to know today. Okay, they like it here. Got the buzz feeling? So here are your 4 official shuffles, Dragon. 1, 2, 3, and 4. No God cards today. That's a decent thing. 1, and the second card is. All right. G-Dragon. Once again, we return back to some things we have to understand just a little bit more so we can get this. We want this boost. We need something to kind of give us that inspiration that, well, it's great to have you hanging here. In the meantime, I'm welcome on in and you're welcome to be here. I don't ban anybody from my chats. I don't care who they are or where they come from. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for coming and lurking in my streams and just being a part of it. That means the world to me. Don't care where you came from. Don't care what you're here for. As long as you're trying to be a supportive person in my chats and that you're not going to be disruptive. Other than that, you're okay. So back into what we need to do for G-Dragon here. And G-Dragon, that's what we're working on right now. For you, it's deciding what your future is going to look like. Getting a concrete, solid idea in your mind of what you want your life to look like in a year. Let's not make it 5 years. Let's make it 1 year. What do you want to be a better person as in a year? What can you give up in order to get to that place? Are there bad habits you have to let go of? Are there some things that you have to recognize and replenish and renew within yourself? Are there some things about yourself that you need to manifest and change and do and move into different things? Or are there some things you just need to plain let go of and let it be far forgotten? It's all about that exchange with the universe is what we give that, and universe is that idea of what we want, what we're willing to give up has to be those doubts, those fears, that anxiety of it all, and trusting the universe that they will listen to what you are telling them and try to send you the clues to get to where you need to go. So you'll have to pay attention. And like I say to a lot of people who get this card, it's time to stamp your foot to the ground and tell the gods what you want your life to look like. They want you to have the life you want to live. Part of that destiny, fate, and all of that stuff is that you deciding what you want to do here on Earth. On the literal things that happen and don't happen sometimes in the universe, but you claim your power. You walk the path. You walk the walk. You talk the talk. You do the do. And keep doing it until you are it. Not fake it until you make it. I'm going to be it till I am it. I'm going to let this emotional rain out of me. I know it doesn't seem like that's a healthy thing to do sometimes, but it is okay to let out the happy tears as much as the sad tears. It's okay to get angry as long as we understand forgiveness. It's okay to be upset and mad at the world as long as we can understand that people here don't have all the information they need to make a good informed decision. You get to be the person who lets that little raindrops fall down, that people can stand in the rain and go, I like that rain. I like that rain. You know what I'm saying? So you can either be the light, happy rain, or you can be the deluge rain. I had to stick my tongue out at my wife. We have an ad break. We have an ad break. One moment, please. Wish I had more tobacco. I'll have to see if I can get up to a store today. Waiting for the ad break to stop here, just in case. And hopefully we're back, guys. I want to make sure that you heard some of the rain card there, G-Dragon. I know it might have cut off at the last little bit, but I was practically done with that card anyway. So I just want to make sure that that didn't interfere with it, you know. Are you still here, G-Dragon? Well, G-Dragon, I think you're still here. I don't know what happened. Kind of a, I feel like a drop. Yeah, there you are. So just wanting to make myth. Hi, Mocking. Welcome in. And the thing about what they really want for you right now is to understand that as you are figuring things out and you are putting things back in their right order, you're completing that task that you need to do, which is tending to yourself. You're moving the coals around so you can make the fire be more focused. If you've ever been a Boy Scout or if you've ever been a Girl Scout, which I was a Boy Scout, not a Girl Scout, unfortunately, although sometimes I wanted to be a Girl Scout and when I was younger. But I don't want to be that now because that's not who I was meant to be. But tending to yourself and just being understanding of where you want the pieces to fall. What do you want to work on? What are you ready to challenge yourself with? What are you willing to give back to yourself in rest and relaxation and time for yourself so that you can get to what you want? Bringing that all together in this one moment of you deciding that now you're ready for the main course of life. And the universe is putting this big buffet in front of you and saying, taste of my hors d'oeuvres, friend, and let's find a way to fill you up with what you actually need, not what you want. It's time to reach that point within yourself as well. What will actually fulfill my need, not my want. The want is that I want a nice car, I want a nice house, I want this, I want that. I need air, I need this, I need air, I need clean air, I need, all of these things that I could list off, but you know the difference between the two, a need and a want. So now the universe just wants you to go up to the hors d'oeuvre plate and choose one and try to enjoy whatever you put in your mouth. If you don't like it, it's okay. But if you put it in that mouth of experience and you swallow that and it becomes a part of you, those parts of yourself that you were missing will suddenly come into you and crescendo. So that's what I got for you today, G-Dragon. I'm saying lonely. I got a voicemail from someone I don't know who it could be. You're welcome, Dragon. Yeah? Oh, okay. It was just a message from my mom's meal, so. And you know what? Try to make work a little bit more fun. Get your fellow coworkers together and do like paper basket stuff when you have a break or something like that. Get out into the coffee room and share those weird campfire stories of the bear that almost attacked your friend or something like that. I just feel like you need a little bit more camaraderie right now. You need to get back into that friend relationship, you know, so that it doesn't stress you out so much. You need someone to go vent to at the end of the day. So you need your work buddy to go vent to at the end of the day so he can vent to you back. And you can go, this bullshit, that bullshit. You know? Crypto girl to the reading room. Crypto girl to the reading room. That's fine. I'm just saying, yeah, you know, I know you get to a point where you're just too tired to do that. I've been in that position too. It's not fun. You'll make it through though. Hey, Crypto, here for your readings this time. Great to hear you. How can I help my crypto girl today? You're welcome, G Dragon. Have a best day ever, as always. What can I help you with today, Crypto? Ooh, one of my friends is playing marbles. All right, Crypto, I'm waiting for you. I know. Do you want to give me your numbers or I can wait? Just write it down and let me know when you're ready. Numbers and question and everything. I'm waiting. You're here, so no worries. Take your time typing. How are you doing today, Paz? And how are you doing today, Mocking? Welcome to the reading room. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Tuesday morning. Remember, guys, if you're in the United States today and you have a primary election today, go out and vote today. If you didn't vote via mail-in ballot today, go in and cast your vote for the candidate you choose. Go voice your opinion, and you can make this country be whatever we want it to be. We are the people making this choice. So, all right. Your boyfriend's sister? Jay, thoughts toward you, my boyfriend's sister. Do you want to know what your boyfriend's sister thinks of you? Okay. I'm shuffling the cards as we speak. Let's see what Jay has, what her thoughts are towards you right now. All right. Yeah, boyfriend. That's what I said. You're my boyfriend's sister, right? Or just your boyfriend? What is Jay's thoughts towards me? My sister, my boyfriend's sister. That's what I took it as? Did I misread that? Or did I get it okay, Crypto? Sister Jay. Okay, thank you. I wanted to make sure. Here are your official 10 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, too many. 4, 5, 6, 7. That was way too many. That felt like 9 cards. 8, 9, 10. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25. And it was, what number was it? 20. 25. Okay, it was 35. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 35th card is now on top. All right, let's see what they have to say. All right. Not bad. So, how does this person see you? Well, for once, I think you're going to be okay with this one here, Crypto, because normally I'm telling you that this person thinks bad of you or there are some negative thoughts to it. She really sees you as a person who is overcoming the obstacles in her life right now. Her initial response to you is she sees you as the warrior. She sees you as that person who isn't going to take shit anymore, and I'm going to make my world be what I want it to be. I'm going to be that volcano force if I have to be. I hope you don't get in my way. But she sees that, but she sees it in a more positive light than a negative light there. She is still kind of waiting to share a little bit more information with you. She wants to get to know you better, to really get the depth of who you are as a person. It was just an initial meeting or initial couple of meetings, and we haven't really gotten to know one another really, really well yet. I think once you start to talk to her, especially about what's going on with you and your personal feelings, not you and your boyfriend together kind of feelings, yeah, she might be a sounding board somewhere down the line, but for right now, just let her be the person who wants to share a little bit of your journey because you're important to her brother, so she's going to be important to you, you know? And you've gotten this card before, but when I saw the catalyst time this time, it was more about that you've already done the catalyst part of it. Now you have to say, where do we want to move this energy to now? So you and Jay are finding a way to light that candle, and you haven't quite done it yet because there has much more stuff to be learned about one another yet. But once you get through a little bit of getting to know each other, that's the catalyst, then you'll spark that friendship. And I think you and this sister will probably be very close friends during the entire time you're together with this guy. Yeah. And I think she looks at you like a mentor. She looks at you as someone who she could aspire to be like someday. That's why she kind of has this odd portion of it. She sees you as the person she's always wanted to be in a lot of different ways. To go tell her you don't have it all figured out yet and you have done some shit show stuff in your life. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it wasn't all your fault or anything like that. It's just your life hasn't been easy. But you've made it here. She sees you as the person who's reached a certain stage of maturity that she can fit. Yeah, I'm a big sister, better sister than her big sister. Well, there you go. And she looks up to you because she sees that you have compassion, love, and kindness, and that you want to see her become the best version of herself too. And you're not trying to influence her to be like you. She kind of wants to be a little like you, but not you exactly. You know what I'm saying? No God cards today, Crypto. Not one of them. Not one today. That was it. That's all they had for you today. You didn't get a God card this time. That was amazing. No God cards this time. It was a straightforward answer for me. And I think once you guys make that connection, things will be a little bit cooler. Yeah. You didn't need them today. That's why you didn't get them. You're welcome. Pause to the reading room. Pause to the reading room. Sure, if you want to. You know the rules. You know the rules. Void Thought, welcome on in to the stream. Very much thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. All right. 7 and 7 about financial advice. Well, that's what I'm here for, my lady. I'm here to help you. All right. Okay. Paz wants to know about financial advice. Okay. What kind of a financial advice do you want? Though, I mean, do you want just general advice on what, like a better job? Do you want financial advice on other stuff? I can't give you really like stuff like the stock market stuff. I don't see that stuff. So okay, so just a general financial advice that I can. That's what I thought. I wanted to check in with you, buddy. Let me get these cards ready for you here. Okay, I like them here. All right, they like them here. Here are your 7 official shuffles. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I don't know what she's laughing about over there, but something. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, I'll let you know that I'm not the best at saving my own pennies. And I do this as well. But I know what your God card is because I saw it. But I kind of think this will help you with some of that financial advice that you need to hear. Okay? So, here we go there, pause. So the one thing I want you to understand is as you are thinking about your finances and what you want to save for, I want you to think of that as the hors d'oeuvres that you are adding to your own plate of bounty. Every time you don't have that coffee that you really don't need in the morning, every time you pass the McDonald's and make your own breakfast at home, the times where you go to the cheaper places to buy food and maybe even get some help with some fresh garden vegetables from your neighbors and stuff like that. You know, it's all good stuff for you. You just have to be able to put it onto the plate so that when you want it, you can go grab it off the plate. You are setting the hors d'oeuvres on the plate, and that's what's helping you understand that that is what could fulfill that need. The thing you really want is that financial security, right? And that means understanding where your finances are at in the first place. I highly suggest you get someone who can help you with budgeting and re-looking at your finances. Oh, dear God. This lady sometimes, she just drives me crazy. But I love her because she makes me laugh constantly. She's sitting there on her head on the desk because she heard something extremely funny. It was like, go moment for her. You know, but just like you, pause. When things are going on and you're adding to that pile of stuff so that you feed yourself that what you need to save that extra money. You should have at least $100 to $200 US sometimes as a backup emergency for anything that could happen that you might need just a little bit extra for. If you can afford to save more, but at least keep a small emergency fund in cash too as well. Something in the bank, something in cash. That way, if you need cash on hand, that way you have that. Now, you convert that into and put that in your bank over time. You only keep a certain amount in that piggy bank, as we like to say. So this is kind of telling me that you need a little bit more experiential help here. So you might need some help understanding your finances first before you can understand what you need to do next. And here's what is going to have to happen next. God damn it. Stupid alerts. One moment, I got an alert on my fucking computer. Just, virus protection thingy telling me I've got junk files. Well, it's kind of appropriate for where we're going next there, pause, because the compost pile of life is what's coming next for you. You're going to have to look at your finances and say, what do I really not to be spending money on? What can I give up to put that extra dollar away for a rainy day? And literally, what can I take out of my life right now that I can use? And maybe I start to go slowly down that path where it starts to trickle down and those finances get better and better and better because you're spending less and less and less on the junk stuff of life. And we all do it. You need days when you have those cheat days. You need those days when you have those moments to embrace things. But there is something I want you to think about too. Think about your past and how you used to do your finances in your past. And maybe you have to understand that you learned a couple of bad habits from certain people and you have to kind of relearn a little bit that just like me, fiscal responsibility and saying, no, I can't spend money on my streaming service this month because I want to have money for my birthday coming up in a month. That's actually happening next month, by the way. But there may be something happening coming from your past to help you give you a tiny bit of a boost. I'm not going to say inheritance or something like that, but maybe something you once did a long time ago might be coming back to you in the form of some kind of financial and well-being advice for you. And that's what I'm saying, is that there's someone maybe even in your past who could help you with this too. So it might be that connection as well. And then they come to say the one thing that you really need to hear. You can't walk around every day not celebrating your life either. Yeah, we all want to have that extra person, that extra money in the pot. Yep, I know. And, we want to have that extra thing on the side for emergencies. I live pretty much paycheck to paycheck, even though we get our disability checks twice a month. We still have to budget it out so that I spend the right amount of money on the right things, because certain things come in at the certain times. And we used to live on one of these bastards and we're surviving. So now we're actually surviving better because we have that extra income. So celebrate your life by saying, what do I need to add to my soup that will help me exemplify the joy in my life again? What do I need to do to myself to save up enough for that trip, that thing I really want, the thing that I want the most, whatever that may be for you, pause. So that's kind of what they're telling you, is that don't be afraid to celebrate once in a while and give yourself a reason to save, because you have to have that reason to do it. Oh, this concert's coming up. I want to save for that, blah, 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 blah. And then you got a one God card answer as well there. And it's exactly what I was going to tell you anyway. You got the feed and the donate card. So you know what happens when you get both of these cards together in the same reading, especially when this is your God card? That which you've already started to feed yourself, if you learn these things and you learn how to budget again, learn how to save better, learn to cut out the excess of your life, then you will have money to donate back to yourself again, and you will finally be able to spend it on what you want. This is how you get what you want. You fulfill the need first, and then you go after the want. Virgo's in the house. Whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it's supposed to work. You pay the bills that need to be paid first. Those have to happen. We know those have to happen. What happens after that is all up to you, what you decide to spend that money on. And I think if you just had a little bit more financial discipline and maybe said to yourself, you're right, I do kind of need to knock it off spending on the extra goodies and things I normally spend my stuff on. Or be okay with that's what you're getting out of it. You're getting that joy out of it for spending it in the moment. There's nothing wrong with doing it moment to moment. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You're welcome, pause. Because we don't know. Tomorrow could be our last day. I'd rather go out with a full belly, money for enough, just got my weed allotment, just got all of the stuff taken care of. I'm going to be happy as a clam, smoking pot on the damn deck of the apocalypse, smoking up a joint going, bring it on, baby, bring it on. You know, mocking mystic to the reading room, mocking mystic to the reading room. I'm going to go, I'll be right back. I'm just going to get some ice from my water here because it's getting a little toasty in here today. I'll be right back. All right, my friend. Hoofty. Mocking Mystic to the reading room. Mocking Mystic to the reading room. Mocking Mystic, it is your turn. All right. Coffee, you're next in line. Crypto, you're last in line. Mocking Mystic. I'm going to put you on a 3-minute timer in 1 more minute, so. Hey. Thank you for your patience, Mocking. Sorry, Coffee. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes, starting now.
Now you have 3 minutes, Mocking Mystic, to answer the call. Please let me know you're in chat. Otherwise, we'll have to let you hop in line again if you come back in there. I feel like she stepped away to go to the bathroom or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because she usually wants readings. She doesn't generally just disappear on me. So, we'll give her 3 minutes. So, how was your day, Coffee? Are you having a good day so far? Positive day, I hope? Yep. And good to hear that. Crypto, I hope you're having a better, more positive day. You know? I can always play a song for you while we wait. How about that? Would you guys like to hear a positive song or overcoming your shit song? Which one do you want? Love song or overcoming shit song? Which one do we want? Pretty song or dark song? See, Mercy? Yeah. We talked about that, though. Yeah, pretty song.
On a day I open up my eyes and I hope that I can finally see the sky. And even though my day is begun, I can always say this with the voice of all the hope I have left in me. I just want you to see, I just want to be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see you'll be a part of.
Okay, let me try again.
I see
It is called I See You. Here, I'll even give you a link to it. How about that?
We'll be there in a moment. I can only see there. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see.
Yep, it's called I See You.
I walked past you the other day.
There you go.
And all
On audio.com, that's what it's called I
I
See
saw was hearts all day that I could dream for a moment. It could be true, but now all I feel is blue.
you. You're welcome.
I'm ready to finally
Mocking
give in.
Mystic, your
see.
time is almost expired, but we're going to give you to the end
See
of the song,
start
okay?
where
Alexa,
we
cancel timer.
begin.
We're just going to listen to the song.
I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see, you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see, I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. So it's time to finally walk past smile and give it my best. So I'll trust that little soul in me, and maybe now I'll finally be free. I can't ask to open up again. I'll break my heart and then it'll
Good.
start all over
Good.
again. What do I do, my friend? I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start up. I see, you'll
all
be a
about
part
seeing my
of.
wife
I
and her
see
back.
all that
That's
we
what this
could
song is
dream
about.
of.
It's about
I
seeing one
see
another for the first
hopefully
time.
we'll be there in a moment. I can only see. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see.
We're ending the song here in a little bit.
So it's time to finally walk past, smile and give it my best soul. I'll trust that little soul in me, and maybe now I'll finally be free.
I can't ask to
I'm gonna start to
open
shuffle during the
up
song.
again. I'll break my heart and then it'll start
Okay.
over again. What do I do, my friend? I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know that days we're gonna start up. I see, you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. All right. Time to get into readings. Yeah, itchy nose. Alrighty, let's get going here. Alright, coffee, here we go. Alright, 8 and 18. What can aid you in your relationship going forward? Is there anything else you need to focus on for the betterment of both of you? Okay, let's find out what they have to say for you. Yeah, okay. Is there anything else you want to add before I do this shuffle for you? Just go ahead and add. I'm just going to get them in the right spot for you. That was fast. And that was... I just have to go back and look at your numbers again because it kind of got lost. So 8 and 18, sorry. Hey, welcome into the Sylvie. How you doing? All right, let's go. And that was... Fuck, I just forgot again. 8 and 18. 8 and 18, 8 and 18, 8 and 18. All right, 8 and 18, yep. Good, I'm doing great, Sylvie. Okay, at least we know what the problem is, but there's an underlying reason to all of that. And let's get to it because I think that's what will help you just to understand that a little bit better. So it was 8 and 18, right? Just to reconfirm. Well, I think he will. You know? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, God card. There we go. 1 God card for you today there, Coffee. All right, and here we go, the 18th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then 18. Well, this time, I'm sorry, you had a choice before. Now you don't get a choice. You get to see it whether you want to or not. I can always put it back right now if you want me to, but it could be the best message you'll ever get in your life. Anyway, moving on. Teasing you. Okay. Well, that's some good. All right. Yep. And last but not least, holy crap. Yes. 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 Well, I'm an emotional Virgo because I've got Gemini rising in my chart. Okay, so I'm a very logical man, but I have high emotions at times. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the feel, okay? Let's get down to what you need to hear about what we can do better in the future. We've recognized that there is an issue. That's the most important step you guys could have taken. You both take responsibility for your parts of what has happened in the past, okay? Now we have to understand that in order to get to the place we want to be, even though we've gained a lot of knowledge about one another, we still have to learn how to grow again. Like we start from the very beginning as a new seed that fell off of the tree, beginning a new tree that has to grow. Because this is the old tree. And this is what we thought and knew of before, but things have changed, things have manifested because of the kind of love you have, because of the kind of commitment you offer, because you are practically everything he's looking for in a woman. You just want to mitigate that chance of him going somewhere else. And you have to understand that cheaters can change, they can, but you have to understand that they have to be willing to put in the work as well. And as long as you see him actively working on it, and that you know that he's being honest and open with you, if you ever feel like he's not, don't call the FBI day one, okay? You know what I'm saying? But yep, exactly. But there's still much growing left to do. Even though we've reached and learned a lot about one another, we still have to lose our leaves every year. They have to fall to the ground, so do the seeds, so we can begin a new life again. Now, where do we need to be? Just like I told you before, I want you to think of your relationship like this, okay? Number one, you both have to do this. It cannot be a one-person project. You both have to be willing to do the work. Therapy is you setting down a firm foundation. We're going to set up boundaries. We're going to set up openness. We're going to share what is actually going on. We're going to get advice from someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about, and they're going to be able to give us the advice. They're not going to be taking sides. It's a neutral space for us to be there. But it shouldn't have been such of a surprise because, like I said, he sees the benefit of the relationship he's in. He doesn't want to have to go out there looking for somebody else again. You know, the reason he gets complacent and tied up with people, he's finally starting to learn how to heal himself instead of through other people. You know that. You've seen it happen. You've seen him pick up new things and re-embrace new ways of thinking and understanding himself better. You've seen it. Well, that's him understanding his foundation. You understand your foundation and what makes up you are. Caring, loving wife who wants to have the best loving relationship, worried that someone's always going to leave them, worried that you're going to be alone, worried that you're going to be forgotten and you're not going to have that happy ever after you want. That's what we're scared of there. But what we need to do now is put both of these ingredients together, the good parts of both of who we are, and pour that into our foundation as what we are going to do now. What boundaries we're going to set, our open, honest communication. We're going to be that team. We're going to have our own separate therapy sessions too. So you need to go to a separate therapy. He needs to go to a separate therapy as well. So you have that one-on-one time between that person as well. So, you know, and then you've got to put up those safety walls. Those safety walls are what keep it moving in a positive direction. What do I need to add into us that we aren't adding right now? If we need to add better communication, then we have to learn how to communicate better. Let me find out how he best receives information. Since you know him pretty well, you know when he takes something really, really hard and gets kind of about it and then storms off into the other room for 5 seconds, then comes back and says, I'm sorry. You know, that feeling? Well, now we're going to take down the wall that isn't working anymore. Now we're going to build on top of that by saying, now I'm going to be committed to these therapy sessions. I'm going to be committed to talking about that. I'm going to admit that we both have things to work on, and I'm not the only one responsible here. You're just as responsible for how the relationship went as he is. Right. And that comes with time, and that comes with age and experience. As you see him growing up and becoming a better man, that comes through experience, that comes through living through that. Maybe all of that stuff he did before taught him a much needed lesson, and now he doesn't want to lose one good thing he actually got in his life. You know what I'm saying? Then you put on that protective wall, house top, that roof, the things that keep you protected from the outside world. So you're not going to listen to rumors. You're not going to listen to people who are telling you this and that about the guy. You're going to make sure that if you hear something that you don't understand, you're going to talk about it with your partner. You're going to tell them your feelings. You're going to express what you are feeling at the moment. And then we're going to talk about why I'm having this feeling. And if it's valid for me to have that feeling, then you'll tell me that. But if it's not a valid feeling, you're going to tell me that too. And then you have to open up that door again and say, we have to open our hearts to one another again. And that means letting that vulnerable part that we were hurt for so long finally be awakened within us again. And allowing them to open up that door openly and freely. Right now you've got let me explain it to you in the simplest terms I can explain it to you, okay? I call this my shield technique, but it works perfectly for what I'm wanting to describe. You used to be Fort Knox, where nothing could get through. I would have taken a fucking chisel and a bomb to get through that fucking thick skull, okay? But something changed. Boom goes the dynamite. I'm softening up. I'm becoming more in touch with my feminine side because now I'm understanding that all of this was a reaction to me having my own issues with myself. I want to be able now to, open up that door for you to come in and see my vulnerable spots. That's what he's going to be doing, is letting you in, just like you're going to be letting him in, and you'll learn how to share your journey again. And that's what we have to talk about. We have to talk about why you're shielded, why you're guarded. You have to talk about all of that. And it's going to be some hard crying sessions once in a while, but then they're going to get better and better. And as you guys develop the tools that you need as a couple, therapists will give you the ideas. You guys are going to have to implement the ideas. That's what your compost card is all about. Taking the things that are no longer working, and we're going to transform them into something that could be beautiful for us in the future. We're going to let go of our doubt, our mistrust of one another. We're giving each other a clean slate. We're going to be open to listening to that person and not taking everything critically. Okay? This isn't a bashing you session. This isn't a bashing him session. This is understanding one another. You know what I'm saying? And removing those bad habits to replace them with good habits. You create the fertilizer of the ground that you want to plant in. Right. So now you have to let it be a fresh start. And that means you're going to have to learn how to take away some of those bad old relationship issues you guys did and relearn how to be a better, stronger couple again. And this is going to be the best part and the hardest part of it at the same time. Because going through that past and rehashing a couple of things that you never really worked out, we're going to get some closure to those things. We're going to get some understanding about those things. We're going to understand why their pain is their pain. And once we realize that, then we can support. Now it will be time to support them to heal themselves. And support them you will. And support them they will. And it's time to forgive your past people in the past, but we have to still work that out and talking about it with one another. And I'm glad you're going to see a therapist to help you with it as well, because I think they'll be able to point out some of the abusive relationships that happened in both of your past and how you both have mommy daddy / relationship issues because of the way you saw your mom and dad live their lives. They weren't the healthiest of parents sometimes, you know what I'm saying? We all have parents that make mistakes. Both of my parents were alcoholics when I was 8 years old, okay? I took care of my brother pretty much 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you know? And I had to learn how to cook, clean, and do all the things myself because mommy was either in the couch drinking her beer or she was doing the stuff she was supposed to be doing as mom. She didn't do it very often, but she did do it, you know? Right, exactly. Right, exactly. And that's why this is so important to go over again, to close those wounds once and for all, to be able to move past those so now that they don't carry into your new relationship. Do you understand what they are trying to tell you here? And for God's sakes, we need to do this to ourselves as well. Don't forget to give back to yourself. I know you want to do a lot for Him, but I want you to do as much for yourself as you want to do for Him. Show yourself how much you love you too. Don't forget to give yourself what you need and what you need to hear and what you need to be doing and what your life is all about. Honor your path by donating back to yourself the love that you have given to Him all along. And He will add to your piggy bank and donate to yours as well. This is your God card, yes. It's time to donate back to self. And if you can show him how to be healthier, maybe you give him the inspiration to be healthy too. Yes, he does. God wants you to love yourself. He loves you no matter what. I don't care what sin you think you've created in this world. He loves you. He doesn't judge you on what you do here on earth. Yeah, your last card was glow, but this one's donate. Because now you saw the spark, you acted on the spark. Now what do we do with this extra energy that we're going to be having now? Because as you begin to see this start to work, this time, and like I said, I don't think you're going to need much counseling. I think you'll maybe need 3 to 4 months of counseling before you develop good, better patterns, and then you're going to have to eventually handle it on your own. I know, but you know what? I'm not telling you what you want to hear. I'm telling you the truth. This is what it's like to live in a good, honest relationship. You don't think me and my wife cry in bed at night because we're in so much pain we can't stand it, and we look at each other and wonder why we are still here? Because it does happen. We have those days where we just can't seem to get out of bed because the pain's so bad that we can't literally get out of bed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And you can do this too, sweetie. You and your partner can do this. It's not, like I said, it was fixable, you know? And if you do the work, it's going to work out. I think that he's starting to show you that cheating heart of his is long gone, because he's shown you more commitment lately. He's shown you more attentiveness lately. He's tried to be a little bit more gentle with his emotions towards you. And he's noticed that some of the things he's doing to you is hurting you, and that's hurting him and making him feel bad about himself. And he doesn't want to feel bad about himself anymore. As long as you send this caveat, if you ever cheat on me, even for 1 second, I will be gone. That will be it. I will not give you a second chance. Just like he shouldn't give you a second chance if you did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think you have to worry about that right now. You're headed towards a more healthier planning event here. So just let it be what it's going to be. Go do the work and you'll be fine. Cry all you want. You needed it anyway. You needed to release some of that emotion. So you came here not only to hear that, but to get some of this emotion off of your chest. Tell me you don't feel lighter right now, and I'll hang up my cap and stop doing readings from this day forward. Because I bet you do. I bet you feel a whole lot lighter right now. Just getting that confirmation. You know? Crypto girl to the reading room. Crypto girl to the reading room. Yes. And that's what you have to believe. See yourself being a healthy couple at least healthier in 1 year. That's your goal. To be a better, healthier couple in 1 year. At least in the 5 keys that I gave you. You know what I'm saying? If we can do that, we can do anything. Once you guys create that power, and that's the thing I want you guys to work on the most, is I want you to work on that power. That power that's so strong, it's even more powerful than both of you combined. The thing that ties your souls together. The thing that makes you be the flame, not the twin flame, the flame of it all. You know? That's what helped me and my wife the most. We believe in magical freedom because it's a power more stronger than love, God, time, destiny, fate, any of it. We have a story that no one would believe if I told them. No one would believe that I had a dream that told me I would be this exact person here. I'm waiting for Crypto anyway, so I might as well keep talking. Crypto, 3-minute timer. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes, starting now.
And Sylvie, you're next in line. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you need this extra little coaching. I need to hype you up a little bit. Let's go, girl. Come on, we're on the right track, girl. Let's go. Yeah, we're on the right track. Yeah, we're doing it. We're getting to get this done. Yeah, me and him are going to do it. We're going to create our own magical fucking freedom, and we are going to be the most powerful couple together. The dynamic duo. The one true love. As you wish. All of that stuff. And when he does that very special thing for you, you know, and he does that very special thing in return, and you see that spark again, it's going to be like a candy you can't wait to have again. More songs. Northern Lights. This is from my, I'm a Norse Germanic. I have German, Sweden, and Norway. Sweden and German are in my blood. My family goes back to a time when my great-great-great-grandfather was actually king of Norway for a time. He wasn't like, he was like one of the major kings, and he was one of the best kings of that time. He brought the North and the South tribes together to form a more perfect, a country, and it was his rule that kind of got the giving it back to the, the community. And it's okay, being okay, yeah, that's fine, Maybe you want to give her something lighter before she meets me. I'm kind of a heavy hitter. Maybe you want to give her one of the fluffy bunny readers first. No. I tell people what they need to know. So when she wants to come, if she's ready for it, she'll find me. Trust me. Okay. Are you okay, honey? Yeah. Okay. Yo, son! There's another person that I've helped. You go get it, honey. Oh, there's my Twitch son right there, guys. His life is on its way to happiness. I can feel it. All right, Crypto. Alexa, cancel timer. You said you'd be right back, so I'm going to cancel timer, Alexa.
3-minute timer.
We'll play some music until she gets here then. This one's called Northern Lights. It's an homage to the Northern Lights in Norway. This is my actual voice, by the way. Oh, okay, thank you. I didn't see her say that. Okay then. Give me a second to stop the song. And Sylvie, it's your turn. Sylvie to the reading room. Sylvie to the reading room. All right, it's your turn, Sylvie. That's why I called you out. Your turn. All right. Well, throw me your numbers and your questions, Sylvie, whenever you're ready. And do you have a question or just a general today? Let me get the card started for you, though. Ooh, daylight, come here. Just a general reading then? Okay. Here are your two official shuffles. 1, 2. God card. 12th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the 12th card is now on top. You have a 1 God card answer. And my lady, my friend, lady, please, if I get your pronouns right, don't be afraid to tell me what they are. I call people hun, sweetie, young man. I call the wrong pronouns all the time. I know some of that's important to you guys, so if I forget, just let me know, okay? But one of the things that I'm feeling for you, Sylvie, is that that you have to understand that the way forward in your relationship is that you have to honor the past, and you have to know that this is a time that we have learned about one another a lot, but we have to start to grow again as a couple. As much as we know about one another, it's time to relearn about one another and who we've become up to this point in our relationship. As I'm feeling for you and your significant other, it's all about understanding that and being understanding about why you got to the point you're at right now, and understanding why your tree turned out to be the way it is. Some people look at this tree and they see the jumbled up chaos of a life. Some people look at this tree and they see a beautiful willow tree or oak tree in this picture. I think it's an oak tree. It's in Florida though. It's an oak tree, Florida, an oak tree, and you see the beauty and grandeur of the connection of it all. You know what I'm saying? And you have to refine that connection again, and that connection to grow and become this new powerful couple, right? And then it's like I was telling Coffee, you have to make sure that you both do this together as a team, that you have to have that support for one another, and you have to recognize what has happened in the past needs to be talked about, validated, and agreed to move on from, so that we can start off in a better direction. Even if that's just we had a fight last night and we need to talk about it in the morning so we don't let it carry and ick us up throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? So you both have to be able to pour in those good parts of who you are together as a couple and recognize some of the bad habits you both take in with you as well. We can always manifest and change those things, but what you put down into the strongest foundations are understanding those issues, knowing that we can move them into a different direction or change them or manifest different things from them. We pour in the good things that make us up a strong, powerful couple. We honor those first and foremost, and we try to understand we are here to share our journey. I don't have control over you. You don't have control over me. We decide to share our journey together. And that's those safety walls I like to talk about. Sharing your journey together are the safety walls. Understanding how to understand one another and getting that more understanding of one another is all that you and your person need. You know what I'm saying? And that's really nice for me to say, because sometimes I have to throw in the, yeah, you know how to protect yourself from the outdoor world. You're not completely closed off yet. So you have a door that you can open and close. You have it. The walls and the foundation, though, have to stand first before you can add the roof and the doors in. So that's kind of what you're doing now, is now we have to find that home feeling again. What does our home and our loving relationship look like? What do we have at home? Home should be a place of rest. We have an ad break, so I'm just taking an ad break here real quick, replenishing and revitalizing my body with some water here while I rest my voice for a second. All right, and we're back. Okay, Sylvia, I just want to make sure, in case there was an ad break, even if you didn't have one, I wanted to make sure that we got that here. And I know you understand this now, right? We have to understand what makes up our home be the happy home. And it means we both have to recognize one another and see each other again. And I think that's what needs to happen here the most. You got pretty good communication from what I'm feeling. You do have some sort of a team aspect to yourselves, but the thing and you do keep, you do believe in your love, but it's struggling right now. The thing you're not working on the most is the communication aspect of it and the sharing of it. And that's just what we need to add back into the ingredients of our life. This is what the preparing card's all about, Sylvie. We're going to take the best parts of ourselves and we're going to make our soup together now. I'm going to be the chef and you're going to be the chef, cooking in the kitchen with you and your man and making spaghetti with the apron on the back, the music in the background. He adds a couple spices in, you add a couple spices in, you kiss one another. It's all a part of a recipe for what looks like a good marriage. Open, honest communication. The freedom to do your own thing, but come together as a support for one another. That love is the strongest thing you will ever have, no matter what. That you will get through the hardest times, but you will do it together. And that's what me and my wife had done for our 18 years together. Now, we didn't always start out the best either. We weren't listening to one another. We didn't know how to active listen. We didn't know how to active think about things. And we didn't know how to actively talk to one another. But we had to add the right kind of ingredients back in, so we came up with tools that helped us. Big ears was to listen. Use your brain was, use your brain, and then use your words. Big words, big brain, big ears. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we got through the first part of our marriage, was learning how to do that with one another. And the last and final thing I want you to realize, Sylvie, is this. The best thing that could ever be in your life is already there. He knows that as well. The thing me and my wife had to learn the most before our wedding day was exactly that. How to cherish one another. It's different than love. Love is universal. Cherish is a choice. A choice to look at them every day and see something new about them that excites you. To look at them every day and hear them, to have something awaken in you again. To know that the good thing staring you right in the front of your face is the good thing you've been waiting for. That you don't have to look anywhere else for love, and they don't need to look anywhere else for love. All we need to learn how to do is cherish one another again. And you can do that. You can learn how to cherish one another again. And learn how to grow again. And learn how to build that and cherish your home again. And learn how to cherish that recipe that you make together in the kitchen of your home while you plant new seeds in your garden and loving life and relationships come. And then this comes to tell you too. Your God card, right? It's all about the ingredients. It's all about the ingredients. This is about choosing the ingredients. This is about letting the ingredients come together and mush together to become a product. You know, beer doesn't start out like beer. Beer needs some time for it to work. You got to throw the sugars, the yeast in there. You got to have the spring water. You got to have the hops and barley. And then you got to have those spices in there. And it's all got to break down and fermentate in there. And it takes some time to happen. So give yourself both time to let this happen. Give yourself space to let this happen. Let yourself come to fruition that this will come together in a healthy, beautiful way. You will get the kind of marriage you always wanted. That's the elixir of life you're creating. That beautiful marriage you both want to have finally. You'll have to, what you're going to be doing, and this is the part you're doing right now, is straining out all the parts you don't need in that marriage so you can look forward instead of backwards. That's your reading, young lady. You know, I mean, I had to learn that a lot. I was cheated on a lot when I was a young boy. I was the one who was cheated on, not me cheating on others. I never had it in my heart to do that to anybody, you know. But I found the reason that I found later in life why they would leave me, and it wasn't about me per se. It's because they were looking for a specific kind of thing I couldn't give them. They thought that I could give them that, but they wanted something a little bit more aggressive. I wasn't an aggressive man. I'm a soft, squishy teddy bear. They wanted more of an aggressive guy who was going to take charge and not be the lovey romantic guy. I was the lovey romantic guy. I know every girl's dream, right? Well, you know how many people asked me out for a date? And she was a joke. A joke that was a bully did the old, if you ask this boy out on a date and if he says yes, you'll go out on the date and you'll be boyfriend and girlfriend and it'll be a fake relationship. It'll be funny as hell. Broke my fucking heart, but yeah, it was funny as hell. I almost killed the half of the football team when I found out it was a joke, but you know. And I'm talking about I was just at a normal school dance when I was told that, you know. Yeah, you know. You know, and that's what it's about. Sharing the journey. Right, Jing? Want to see how we're doing on the old, where are we at in a month, or what do we want to know today, Jing? Jing to the reading room. Jing to the reading room first and foremost. Jing to the reading room. Oh, I want to take a stretch. And put a little of this cold water on my head because I'm hot. Oh yeah, cold water feels good. Alright. Yep. Do you want your normal numbers or do you want different numbers today, Jing? Just tell me your numbers, sweetie. Same numbers, 11. I think it's 3 and 11 usually. Okay, there we go. Let me get them in the right spot for you, Jing. Tell me about her and Isaac, please. Tell me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The good, the bads, and the uglies, everything in between. Help me tell them the path that will make them be the best day ever and find a positive way forward for their lives. Tell me when they need to hear the truth that I tell them with all of the power I have within me. And basically that's what I say in my head every time I shuffle my deck until they tell me they're done. And now they say they're ready. So here are your 6 official shuffles, Jing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No God cards today, Jing. 0. And the 34th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Damn, Jing. Damn. Am I feeling heartbreak? I just felt this really sharp, and it wasn't a me feeling either. It was a literal like a pain in my heart for a second. So yeah, it felt like heartbreak. Not heartburn either. I know the difference between heartburn. But I don't know. I don't know if you've been feeling that a little bit lately, a little heartbroken or something like that. I know we connect on a different kind of energy sometimes, so you're very open with your energy, so it's really easy to see past some of the stuff. But what? Well, first of all, did he actually start talking to you? Because I don't think he has. Did he finally answer you back, Jing? Yeah, okay. I thought so. Because now I'm getting the blue wolf card, and that means we're finally searching for the family of our choice, calling out with our whole song, and maybe he heard you, and now he hears your song, and now I'm going to come be a part of the pack, not necessarily a leader, the one in charge, or the one who follows you around like a puppy dog. I'm going to be there, but we're going to start to talk, and maybe we can work out some of these issues and problems, right? So now we're finally going back to that pack mentality where we don't need to be anything but together to be happy, as long as we can move forward and we can find a better way forward is the key here, right? So he started to talk, and now we have to both see each other for the people we are now. Really see one another, Jing, so that we can learn how to fall back in love again. On his part, sometimes a little bit more, but it's honestly, I don't think it's unfixable. I know I said it was unfixable in the past, but things can change, like you said, and certain things can happen in people's lives where they're just so determined not to give up on the love that's what carries them through. And I think that's what's happening with you, is you believe in this love so much that you're actually generating and manifesting all of this stuff that's coming your way. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy, because that would be a lie, Jing. And you know that. Right. But now is the time to do the work. Now you have to be very, very determined to get to that end goal and not stop until you get there. And then you can take the rest and let it soak into your guys' life. So there's a lot of work to be done, but you know that. You know that what it's going to really take is that. It's going to be learning how to share our journeys again, how to share ourselves again. And we've both closed ourselves off. Now we have to reopen the doors and open the wounds and open everything so we can finally move past that shit and start a new journey. So if you wanted there to be that opportunity for that moment for you to share, this is the next part that you need to understand that has to happen. And if he isn't willing to do it this time, it's going to be more of the same again until he's ready to do it again. And I kind of want to warn you that I'm feeling a little bit of hesitation to even try here, but he's willing to do something to make you just stick around for a while, a bit longer, you know? So he's willing to at least, talk and stuff like that. Welcome in, first time chatter, KH, Kush, welcome in, Kush. So that's what I have to tell you today. And yeah, you understand. Well, go ahead. I will put you. I will put you out here. You get back right in there, okay? All right. It is your turn, Loot. Loot in the house. Loot in the house. Loot. It is time for your reading. Loot. These loot. These loot. It's time for your reading. I'm not feeling them here. Are they here? All right, these loot. You now have 3 minutes to respond. These loot. Okay, there you go. Okay, not a problem. So here's how it works here, my friend, because I thought you were a first-time chatter. That's why I was making sure. All I want you to do is worry about 2 sets of numbers. The first set of numbers is 1 through 10. You choose what to shuffle, how many times I shuffle my deck. So how many times do you want me to shuffle 1 through 10? Then I want you to pick a second set of number 1 through 52. That's where the answers will be in my deck. I ask that you put your question as simply as possible so I can understand it, or tell me if you just want a general reading today. I will tell you the unbridled truth. I will light your world on fire and set your world ablaze if I have to, but I will try to put you on the most positive path going forward and put you on to those goals and dreams that you want to have in your life to the best of my ability. That's my promise here, but I will be brutally honest in hell and tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. So with that said, take some time. Just never mind, you already got it. Okay. I'm asking one of my very Pacific guides about this here. Okay. I needed a pre-download for that one. I'm going to cleanse these cards off from the last reading and wait for them to be in the right spot. You tell me when. Okay. Here we go with your 9 official shuffles. Anything else that happens, I will explain along the way, okay? So here are your 9 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You have a 3 God card message. I'll get to that after your normal reading. It's an extra message from you, from your higher power. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 God cards. Sorry, 4. 6 is usually the maximum you can get in a reading. So, and now for the 42nd card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. '21, '22, '23, '24, '25, '26, '27, '28, '29, '30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, and the rest are on top. And here's what we need to know. All right. So you want to know if you and your husband are going towards the good karma section, right? I want to tell you guys how karma actually works, okay? You don't do a bad thing and get instant karma all of the time. Sometimes your karma builds up over time. And a lot of us who feel like we have this bad karma thing hanging over our heads is really our own doubts and fears and anxieties. But from what I'm hearing from my end of the spectrum here, your karma has been paid in full by dividends. You are the kind of person who usually gives more of themselves than they need to. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a lot of heavy, hard things to get through, but you've overcome most of those obstacles. Not that you didn't have your times when you went back into the behind there, right? So, and the thing that you've understood along this journey is how to communicate better, but how to use your resources better, right? So your karma right now is like a big figure eight. You just keep going like this with your karma. Good, bad karma, good, bad karma, good, bad karma, right? It's an infinite cycle. People don't understand that bad karma is catalyst for change. It's not meant to hurt you. It's meant to get you started towards the right path. We wake you up. That's when the bad karma comes your way. Now, when the good karma starts coming your way, you're not doing everything right either. You have to pay attention to make sure you're still on the right track that's right for you. If you are doing good things in general, if you're a good, kind person in general, if you do it from your heart, trying to do it in a loving way, then that doesn't occur bad karma. People who go out of their way to beat up on people, like bullies, like people who have done horrible things to people, like drunk drivers and stuff like that, that's the people who get the really bad karma. You've got what we call life experience karma. Your worst karma monster is your own. But the vine reminds you that you have to utilize your resources. What helps you communicate in a more efficient way that is like a vine on a tree, spreading out to all the other... Okay, I just lost $7 of my money. Okay, there it goes. Bye. You know, you have to go swimming through these other things. And as you guys are doing that, you're becoming that symbiotic relationship, right? So you and your husband are learning how to be more of a symbiotic relationship, give and take and give. And that's where we're starting to begin that journey. It's learning how to do this a little bit better. So and now it's time for him to support you as much as you've supported them, right? Because now you need to be picked up because maybe you're a little bit lower to the ground than they are. Me and my wife do this on a regular basis. There are days where my wife cannot get physically out of bed because of a condition she has called fibromyalgia. Okay? She's not able to get out of bed sometimes. So I have to get up and make her lunch and make her breakfast and make her dinner. And I have to make sure she's comfortable and make sure that I can turn on fans for her. I can get her cold packs if she needs cold packs to keep some of the pain down, or remind her to take her pain medications, even though she's stubborn and doesn't want to take it a lot of the times. Okay, and that's what that's what made us a strong couple. Now, where I'm bringing this back to is that we recognize that our past has made us even stronger as a couple. We made it through this shitstorm. We survived a lot of the worst of the worst of the worst. And that's what keeps reminding us that our love is the most powerful force in this world. Because not even my past, not even my wife's past, could overcome that love. And we were both abused people in our past. Very abused people in our past. Not only by friends, colleagues, and people we trusted. You know, and I was physically abused, so was she. I was done by a babysitter. She was done by her husband and her adopted mother. She was also adopted. So she had a lot of things coming into this world as well. And that is all about that past path that we have to recognize that we've made it through the storm. We are a strong couple. We are going to have this good karma because the more you believe good things are coming your way and you put out that law of attraction, the law of attraction works like this. I have good things coming my way. No, not after that immediate thought. You don't think I don't deserve that. You keep believing and manifesting that shit. And just like your sister said, like I didn't know that, but you have to do this too. You both have to do this. You both have to learn how to donate to each other. And I know it's a little bit different with you because your card's in the future. It wasn't in the present. So you have to learn how to donate to one another. Learn how to give back to, and fill that piggy bank up. And that's what we need to understand is we move away from the very harsh past and we embrace a bright new future. And we invest in love and we invest in yourselves. I know it's hard, but that's what has to happen in order for there to be that strong relationship. And I know you said that too, Coffee, okay? I know that wasn't you, Loot, okay? But I wanted to, she made a good point, so I wanted to add it in. But that is important for both of you to understand how to give of oneself in an equal manner. You know what I'm saying? And donating back to yourself and doing some good things for yourself once in a while. Okay, girl, when was the last time you were out with the girls? When was the last time you had a girl day with pampering, going out to the club, dancing and grinding on some young ass men, coming back home to your husband and jumping his bones like a crazy woman? When was the last time you had a woohoo day? Yeah, it's party time me, party time me. I bet it's been a long ass time. I don't like to do things for myself because I don't deserve them. Bull fucking shit, you don't deserve them. You have ancient knowledge for a reason. You have learned through the test of time how to listen to your inner emotions. If you stop questioning them all the time and went with the real gut, true, utterly guttural feeling you have, and you know the difference between a feeling of the moment and a feeling that you know you will never give up on. Yes, she did. She got 5 of them. 5. But that's her reading, okay, Coffee? Let her have her reading like I have your reading, okay? But this ancient knowledge, and the reason you're going through it is to gain that knowledge, to learn again, to regain that knowledge of one another again. And that's what's going on with you and your partner right now. It's not even bad karma. You have more good karma than you could possibly imagine. You just haven't accepted that good karma yet. I want you to look around at what you actually have right now. You have a home. You have a loving husband who's willing to work with you. You have a beautiful life that you actually like to do. The only problem is you're having some problems with communication and learning how to give and take a little bit. That's it. It's not like your sister, okay? I'm sorry, she has a little bit better situation than you do, Coffee. Okay? But that's because you've gotten to that. She got to a point. You can stop it before it gets to the point your sister got to. You can stop it now. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to know that before you move on to your God cards. Now, because you are a first-time chatter, you do not have to see your God cards. They are a direct message from your higher power to you. Oh, you got a 4 God card message. I lied. 4 God card message today. And this is a direct answer to a question you've been posing to them recently. And I just like to give that standard warning because these can be very extreme and make you cry like I did your sister. But this is something for you and only you. This has nothing to do with you and your partner. This is for you, okay? Loot. Ugh. If you hear beeping in the background, don't worry about it. My keyboard got stuck. All right. So here's what I need to tell you, okay? Quit putting your boundaries up. Quit putting those ice walls in front of you, being afraid of the hurt, because that's not going to help anything. All that's ever going to do to you is close you off and put you in that nice little ice cube safe space you like to be in, but you can't breathe in there, you can't see the sun, and you can't get the much needed things that you need in your life. It's time to take down your boundaries and bring out the big ass sledgehammer of truth here, Loot. And it's time to smashy down those boundaries of yours a little bit. And really see the sun and the sky once again. And realize, oh, my world isn't that bad. If I see the real reflection of what is really being shown to me. So the truest reflection of who you are as a person. Some people look at this card and they see a lot of little mirrors. The people who see the oak tree in this picture know themselves well, because you see the truest reflection of who you are. All the parts that make up who you are. Your truest reflection of yourself, and you're your own mirror. And it's okay to have your own mirror, but don't remember to look lovingly in that mirror once in a while. And if the mirror gets in the way, move out the mirror out of the way so you can keep moving forward. And that's what they're trying to just kind of make you understand, that even though you think you have a lot of messed up parts inside, you are a beautiful oak tree. You just have to look to see it. And they want you to understand that. They want you to start to build new safety walls for yourself. They think you have a really good, solid, nice foundation of who you are as an essential person. The thing you need to work on is what keeps that person safe. What positive things can I add into my world? Do I need to have more compassion for my lover? Do I need to let them have more compassion for me? Can we have more understanding for one another? Can you have more understanding for me? But with yourself, can you do that for yourself? Can you find the understanding and love for yourself? Can you put that down into the wall that keeps you safe? I will believe in myself. I will honor the love I have gained. I will honor the experiences I've made. I will honor my moral compass, my truth, my way of doing it. And I will keep myself protected, but in a healthy way now, not a closed off way. This is closing you off. This is you building walls so you can put a door there to open yourself up to wondrous, beautiful possibilities like, oh, wait, you getting rid of all of this bad karma you think you have? Well, I want you to start to put I want you to go get little pieces of paper, roll them into logs, and every time you start to think you have bad karma, throw it into the fireplace or some fire pit somewhere and burn that karma away. Write karma in big letter words on there, because your karmic bank is so full of good, chunky, good stuff, they can't wait to release the funds, okay? But you know what they're waiting for? I'm ready to receive the fucking good funds. That's what they're waiting for. So stoke the fires by removing the thing that's causing the issue and adding the positive logs on top of it. I don't know why you're crying, Coffee. This is her reading. So, Loot. There you go. That is your reading, young lady. I hope that served you well. I hope that it helped you in some way, shape, or form. And talk to your sister about this stuff, because I gave her some good keys too. And I want you to share all the information with your sister. I think if you guys work together as a team, how about dual relationship bouncing off of one another? I mean, really, you could bounce off ideas of one another. Your husbands could talk. You could talk. All of that stuff could happen, and you guys could have a very communicative, open, nice, loving brother, sister, my wife to your wife, not in a weird, icky way either, okay? Dual accountability. Thank you. Dual accountability. That's the perfect word. Crypto, you only get 3 calls. If you're not here in 3 times I've called your name out, I'm taking you off my list. Crypto, to the reading room. Crypto, get your butt in the reading room. And I'm officially closing my queue down for the day. Anybody else want another reading? This is your last chance. You now have 5 minutes to get your readings in, and I will be closing it down. Alexa, 5-minute timer.
5 minutes. Starting now.
Crypto girl to the reading room. 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 Crypto, this is your last and final chance. Going once. Going twice. Sold American. All right. All right, Kush, it's your turn. I can't wait for tomorrow. I get some green tomorrow. Oh, I can't wait. I will be a little bit late streaming tomorrow because I have to go do a little bit of light shopping in the morning, and I'm not sure I'm going to get back in time, right on time, so I might start a little bit late, but I will be on tomorrow. So, just so you know that, guys, okay? For tomorrow. And don't forget, guys, this Saturday is my 2-year celebration anniversary. If you want to support me any day, come and support me that day. Bring your donations, bring your tips, bring your happiness, bring your vibe, bring yourself into my chat, and let's have a wonderful conversation together. I'll tell you about my journey, and I will let you know how it's been here on Twitch for 2 years. I know I'm only an affiliate, but that's all I ever aspired to be. Didn't need to be a partner. Kush to the reading room. Kush to the reading room. Kush to the reading room. You now have 3 minutes, starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to get going. You have a 3-minute timer starting now. Jing, you're next. We'll put the music on for a second. 1 minute, 55 seconds there. Kush. Seconds, Kush. 40 seconds. Jing, you might as well get in here. 20 seconds. Okay, that is your time, Kush. All right, Kush, sorry about that. We'll hopefully see you next time. Alexa, cancel. Jing to the reading room, Jing to the reading room, Jing to the reading room.
Deathmatch champion. Holy smokes. Is it too easy? Congratulations, Snowball. You're the newest champion. You won $200. Guys, is Zerosh out there? Zerosh, homie, we did it, dude. Welcome back. Guys, Zerosh, the bet was, I said we're going to beat a $200 death map this season. Or if not, we're going to do one day of non-stop Choli TTS. If we do win, then Zerosh gifts 20 subs. There it is! Zerosh, let's go!
Bring out the cats.
Legend! Let's go, baby!
Jing to the reading room, Jing to the reading room. Okay, good. Yep, I was just waiting for you to come back. Give me a second here to mute my stream, mute this here real quick. Alrighty then. Gonna clear these cards off for you. Wait for them to be in the right spot for you, Jing. You know, I really do want it to work out for you and Isaac. I've just been trying to give you the best advice I can and tell you what my intuitions are really telling me at the moment. So I hope this is the turning point. I really do. Okay, with that said, they're ready. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have one God card answer, and the 16th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And Jing, if you want another reading after this, it's okay. You don't have to enter a queue. Just let me know after we're done here. Okay? I know sometimes you like to get 3 readings, so, and I understand. That's good. So what's coming for you this next month? Well, this isn't a bad sign here. All right. Not bad at all, Jing. Not bad at all. Like I said, I don't know what that conversation was or what happened there, but something definitely changed, because the next part of the rest of the month will be about you guys going and relearning how to experience one another again, feeding each other what you need from one another, learning how to do that again. And this crack in the ceiling might be what you need to finally understand it and finally be able to see that there's some light at the end of the tunnel. But I'm also seeing that there will be some things that don't agree with you on that plate from time to time. And those things are just designed to bring you closer together as a couple and how to work through those issues. So every issue is just one more goal for you to overcome. One more reason to love each other even more. because I know that that's important to you, and I know that's something that you desperately want to have with Isaac. And sometimes, like I say, when people are thinking about making a change or thinking about doing something different in their life, sometimes they become very quiet, very silent, very closed up because they're internalizing a lot of stuff. And just like Isaac internalizes a lot of stuff and doesn't always tell you everything that's going on, you know? And he has to learn to clean out his pot and not let the world tell him who he has to be, and maybe start to understand that we've got to make this happen together. We both have to bring the right ingredients together. We both have to say, I want this in marriage, you want this in this marriage. And we add the right ingredients until it gets to be that nice hearty soup that we want it to be, where we can eat that soup for an eternity and live off of that for the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be important that you, when you do get this moment, to make him understand that there is going to be work to be done, and he has to be willing to put in some of the ingredients to make this be better if he wants us to keep continuing. As I said before, and I'll say it again, look at maybe what he has to look at and see that the thing that's staring him right in front of the face is the best possible thing that could ever happen to him. You both need to learn how to love, honor, and cherish one another. That's why it's in that vow there. And look at each other as if you were that one true love, that one true soulmate. Me and my wife, we made it through the shitstorm, but if we didn't hold each other tight during those times when it was the hardest time to hold on to one another, we would not be the powerful couple we are today. You know? Like, I'll give you an example. There were 5 major fights in our life that almost ended our marriage. 5. Okay? And they were all 2. Okay, I lied. 2 of those were major. 3 of those were You know, they were your basic you're annoying me, I'm annoying you fights. You know what I'm saying? But after every fight, after every time we had a bump, we always talked about it the next morning. We both expressed what we were feeling. We both got to hear the other person's feelings without judgment of either of us on either part. We dropped our judgment off until both of us had our say. Here's how I'm feeling about it. Here's how they're feeling about it. And we shared that stuff together. And then after that, we also had, how can we repair this? Is this repairable? Or is this something I needed to fix for myself? Or is this something we need to work on as a couple? Right? So if it's my own anxiety I'm dealing with and not our anxiety, which I had a lot of anxiety in my life, a lot of worry in my life, because I was a chronic worrier for almost 30 years. I let the world dictate what it was going to do to me until I stood up to the universe and said, no, you're going to do it for me for once. You know, and that's what me and my wife had to learn on our wedding day, was how to honor and cherish one another and look at each other stronger than love. Because love is given sometimes, cherish, you know, love is taken or given, but you have to honor each other. The good part of it is, Jing, is you got the Grand Elder card in the Destiny card position. That means that you will gain the knowledge you need to keep growing and be able to move forward in progress. So it might be like growing a big, tall oak tree. It's going to take some time, but once it all comes together, it will be something beautiful and growing and lively again. It can be that. But I will add the caveat that I am still being told that you have to kind of watch out. He might drop another bombshell on you you're not expecting. You know what I'm saying? I think you're good right now. I think it's a good starting point, but he has to keep doing it is the point. It's a good start. It's a good start. I'll give you that much. It's a good start. Now we have to put the real work in. Guess what card you got again, Jing? I didn't even have to flip the card and I knew what it was. I knew it was going to be the hard path because that's exactly what it's going to take. You both have to go after this like it's the most powerful thing for both of you. You both have to be committed, so committed to it that you will do whatever it takes to get to that love again. Both of you, not just one, both of you. As one of my favorite politicians recently said, I'll sleep when I'm dead. And I say, fuck that, I need my 7 hours of sleep every day. No, honestly, but Jing, the thing that I feel for you as Isaac is it is still kind of up in the air as far as the free will game of it all. And that's something that I can't see the future of because there are still choices and decisions being made in the moment. And some of those choices and decisions haven't been talked about to make yet. So just understand that when you get the opportunity to work on it with Isaac, then we're going to work on it. As long as you are standing your ground and saying this is what has to happen, you know. Do you need anything else from me today, Jingy? Otherwise, I'm going to go raid out to somebody else and give somebody else some love. See if I can see who else is out there while I'm looking there. But if you need another one, just say, put your numbers in your question. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow or another day. All right, then I'm closing her down and clearing you off the list. Thank you, Jing. I appreciate that. You're very welcomed. All right, guys, I am going to get out of here for today. I'm going to send you out with, what should I give you today? Well, guys, it's been a fabulous day. Don't forget to get out there in America. Today is voting day. Get out there and vote. I don't care if you vote for a voice or heart. Vote for the best. I'm out of here. See you tomorrow. Bye. I'll tell you what we
shine now.
Oh, one more thing, guys. I forgot to tell you where we're going for.
Moments of tomorrow.
Can't go there yet. Give me a second. I gotta turn down the music here. It's Tuesday, so she's not on. You know what? I take it to so many tarot readers. Yeah. It won't turn itself down on this app. I don't have like a volume control. So I'm just going to turn it off. Hey, Demi, do you need to talk after this? Are you good? Because I want to go get some lunch and stuff like that too. So I might be a little bit before check on Discord for a bit, but guys, I really appreciate you being here. We're gonna go to. Who are you going to? I wanted to bring you to somebody else besides a tarot reader for once. You know what? We're gonna go to someone I really do admire. Her name is Venora Darkwolf. She's a goth indie horror player game. She likes to play a lot of horror games. She's got a very fun, friendly atmosphere. She is the goth queen of Twitch, the frog queen of Twitch, might I add. So go be a part of her tadpoles and be a part of her stream today. I really want to say thank you to everyone who came into my stream today. She's a variety game streamer. She's a little ADHD, but you know what? We love her. So I want to go give her a raid today. I haven't raided her in a while. So here we go with the place we're going. And then we're going to get out of here by choosing her as my raid for today. So if you want to follow along, yada yada, raid message number 1. Raid message number 2. Oops. Raid message number 1. Raid message number 2. Alright, and she's playing Lethal Company, one of my favorite games to watch her play, actually. She's doing something with crowd control right now. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, I'm out of here. Music's coming back up. Here we go again.
Arms a canvas blank and red, dreams painted boldly by my own hand. But tears they dried, cried no more. In freedom's embrace, my spirit soared. Here I stand, heart open and